Namaste. Welcome to a new episode of Accomplished Women after a long time. Today we have a guest who is can we say she's one of the pioneers in anti-aging treatment in India? Or can we say she's one of the pioneers in cosmeceutical surgeries in India? Or whatsoever it could be. She comes with a decade experience and she's a renowned dermatologist and an aesthetic medicine practitioner from New Delhi. So, without much delay, let us welcome Dr. Sonali Chaudhary. Dr. Sonali, welcome to the show. It's really a
Thank
pleasure.
you so much for inviting me. Thank you so much. How have you been?
Yeah, I have been good. Thank you so much.
Great.
Yeah. So, I have a few questions for you. Number one, personalized skincare is a trend for 2023 as predicted by many experts. So, could you please tell us more about it? How personalized skincare is going to impact the market?
In, so in my opinion, any patient that comes to us, the skincare is always personalized. And because in today's time, everybody is following influencers on social media without doing their R&D. So they basically focus what the influencers are telling. But because of the newer generation, on the other hand, they are very much educated and they really like to go to a personalized doctor which they have and experienced doctor that they have, and they like to get examined and they get their own skincare which is personalized. And also because every skin type is different, and you'll be surprised to know that your skin type actually keeps changing according to your mood, according to the weather, according to the stress level that you have, and in fact according to the hormonal cycle that the females go through the whole month. So it keeps changing. So anybody who is a little concerned about their skin or hair, then they focus on the personalized skincare. And also in today's time, we also come across some of the social media marketing strategies in which you fill up a form and then they send you your hair care and your skincare, which is again personalized. So it is a new boom in the industry, and but otherwise, as doctors, we have been doing this personalized skincare from the day we started practicing.
That's pretty interesting to know, by the way. And Dr. Sonali, there is another thing that we have to note here. You know, allergic reaction to cosmetics is something which has been there for long. And somewhere I believe that we haven't heard much about it, but still, even though people say that I'm allergic to these cosmetics, but still these cosmetics are in the market. So what's your opinion on that?
I feel people get confused with the word allergy and purging. A lot of us are not aware that there is a term called purging when you are putting some ingredient on your skin and your skin is reacting in a very different way. But it's actually not an allergic reaction. Basically, you have to give some time to your skin for it to, adjust. And once your skin is adjusted to a new ingredient, then of course you can differentiate that it's purging, it's not allergic reaction. But of course, as an individual, anybody who is wanting to include any new ingredient in their skin routine must make sure that you add one little ingredient and then you have a look at it, how your skin is behaving. You should always listen to your skin first. Like if you're getting a new pimple, if you're getting rashes on your face, if you're getting redness on your face, then you must know that it is something which is unusual and you should go step by step. I've seen people, especially oily skin people who have oily skin type to acne prone skin type, using vitamin C, because I feel vitamin C is very much overrated. And vitamin C is not for everyone. So if you have oily skin type, then 90% of the cases you are going to have bout of acne. But then they feel you are allergic to vitamin C. Maybe it's not the case. Sometimes there is an ingredient called retinol, which is not to be used in the daytime, because if you're using retinol, then it is going to react to the light, it is going to react to the sun, and you will get your pigmentation is going to increase, you will get redness, you'll get intense amount of dryness, and the patient would feel that the patient is allergic to this ingredient. But the reality is they don't exactly know when to apply, what to apply, how to apply, and when not to apply. So mostly it is not the allergy, I would say. It is the patient's point of view where they don't know whether to, differentiate it from allergy, whether to differentiate it from purging, or whether it is the lack of knowledge how to apply the ingredient.
And how true and viable is anti-aging treatment in today's age?
So there's a big plethora and big theory behind it. When we talk about anti-aging, uh, even if I tell you that you need anti-aging at this age, you would not believe, because we feel if we talk about anti-aging, it should be spoken, and it should be talked about when you are landing in your late 50s and 60s. But anti-aging is something which is not going to reverse your age. It is just going to slow down your aging process, because you eventually are going to age. We cannot stop you from aging. And anti-aging is something that should be started from the inside of your body, from the inside out approach. If you are using creams which are anti-aging labeled, and if you're doing treatments which are anti-aging, but you are eating lots of sugar, lots of carbohydrates, basically anything which is of high glycemic index, it is going to speed up your aging process. And it is obviously, like I said, there's a theory that everything that you're eating, it is going to show up on your face, because your skin reacts and acts as a mirror to your body. Anti-aging treatments do work. Anti-aging ingredients also work. And then if you're using, for example, vitamin C, it is going to take its own time to really work on the lines, and we don't have that much of patience to wait for good 3 to 6 months. We don't. But anti-aging treatments do work, but only if you start them at an early stage. Anti-aging is actually preventive. It is not going to reverse your aging process. So it's that.
Okay, that is a misconception that's been on the market for months. Yeah.
Definitely, because we feel we should start it when we have already aged. But actually, it's the opposite. In fact, if you are leading a stressful life, and if you're not, in fact, using, for example, if you ask me what is the best anti-aging cream, I would not say vitamin C, retinol, I would say sunblock. Sunblock is the best anti-aging cream that you can invest in.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Nice. And in today's age, we see a lot of cosmeceutical brands coming up. You know, in every city, every town, we see some cosmeceutical brand coming up, and they are telling that, this is made of kesar haldi, and this is made of that ingredient, this ingredient. How good are they? And is it really safe for us to use all this?
So every time you buy a product, you should always look at the ingredient list on the back. You should always focus on the labeling of the product. Like, is it certified? And how many of us look at the expiry? For example, maybe we look at the expiry, but how many of us look at the little labeling, which is always, with a cap, it is mentioned, which tells you how much time the product is going to be viable. So if my product, for example, is saying it is manufacturing and expiry, the gap is for 3 years. So if I buy a product today, I'm going to focus on the expiry, which is maybe 3 years down the line. But the label says if you open the bottle, it is only going to survive you for 12 months. But we don't focus on that. So that is also one thing which we never ever focus. And apart from that, if you are using, for example, hyaluronic acid. So because nowadays influencers, all of them are talking about hyaluronic acid, like hyaluronic acid is important, it is going to hydrate your skin, but nobody is talking about their molecular weight, because hyaluronic acid, if it is going to really hold the water, for how long is it going to hold the water? Is it going for glow purpose? If you're using it for glow, if you're using it for hydration, there are different molecular weight attached to it. Not every hyaluronic acid is going to work. Similarly, vitamin C also has so many derivatives. Retinol also has so many derivatives. So not every ingredient that they're using is going to work. And also, um, few days back, I saw one of my patients brought a product and I've never heard about it. So I did my little R&D on it and I found out that the product is retinol, but it also has vitamin C. So sometimes because patients are not educated, they only focus on one ingredient and they buy it thinking, oh wow, this is a combination of two, three ingredients. So instead of using one, why not just have a benefit of three ingredients in it? But sometimes two products are not to be used together. So they don't understand it. So the best strategy is to seek help from an expert, and they're going to guide you. Like if obviously there are different products available of different budget and they're pocket friendly as well, which are really good in the market. But being Indians, I also feel sometimes we fall in the trap. Like if the product is expensive, it is really going to work well and work better. But I feel instead of focusing on the influencers, and you can just rely on your doctor, and you can always, and there is no shame in asking, "Ki, doctor, please give me something which is pocket friendly, which you can use." So the whole idea is to seek help, and from the expert, there is no shame in it. And also, in today's time, people want to use organic products, but organic products are going to have their own time in delivering the results. So, depending what indication you have, and because there are so many cosmeceutical, like you said, brands available now, and people are just buying products online thinking they're going to work, but it does not work that way. So you should always do your R&D before you buy, and also know that which is the, you should always open the box and read the label, like what ingredients are there. And yeah, in today's time everybody is socially active, so you should read and research and see what ingredients are they really going to work, are they in fact legit enough to really work on your skin. And if you're confused, you don't want to fall in the trap, and you don't want to waste your time, go to an expert, they'll help you.
Yeah, that's really nice to know. So far, you've given us so much insights about cosmetics and what to use, what not to use, what is anti-aging and everything. Now, we would like to hear something about you. You spent a decade and you built a good portfolio for yourselves, right? So, we would like to know more about your career.
Okay. So I did my basic MBBS, my medical schooling from Pune, India only. And then I did my diploma in family medicine. And I started developing interest towards the anti-aging perspective. So I did my fellowship in lasers and aesthetic medicine, and I did my master's in clinical dermatology from Cardiff, UK. And I started working towards the anti-aging. But then I wasn't really very happy with the way things were working out, because I felt the conventional medicine needs to be added up with something, which there are things that you can always give treatment, but then the patient would really come back to you, meaning you don't treat them with the root cause itself. So I was very keen in knowing and understanding how can I do something and add something in which the patient is given a prescription, given a treatment, and they are at home and not visiting you, although it is little pain as a doctor when they don't see their patients coming back to them. But then I met Dr. Graham Simpson. So he's been into anti-aging for good 3 decades, 30, 40 years. And then he introduced me to integrative medicine and functional medicine. So it focuses on the inside out approach. So for example, if you're coming to me talking about acne, like you have acne, so I would give you like an antibiotic, and I would tell you use this, use that, and but how many of the doctors really focus on the reason behind the acne? It could be due to the wrong products, it could be due to your hormonal issue, it could be due to stress, it could be due to your bad gut health, and a lot of other reasons. So integrative medicine is something which caught my interest and I started practicing it. And since then, I've been focusing more on the mental stress, health issues, which are usually mental. And apart from that, also your gut health, also your liver health. And also because nowadays, if you drink water, it's not even pure. And the RO water that you're taking, it has no minerals in it. And the food that you're eating, it's all preservative and it's all with pesticides. The air that you're breathing in, again, it has a lot of pollutants in it. So if you can't avoid all of that, at least you can do your little bit for your internal health and your mental health and your emotional health, which has a direct effect on your physical body. So since then, I've been practicing integrative part of the dermatology, and I try and include conventional as well as the functional part of dermatology.
Yeah, that's really interesting because we are getting a lot of sector specific experts and who are telling us that what to do and what not to do and what is really anti-aging and how to look after ourselves, how to look after our health and ensure that we can stay healthy forever. That is really quite affirming. With doctors like you, I believe we would all definitely turn out to be healthy one day or the other, 100%.
Sure, sure, sure. Thank you
Thank
so much.
you.